Megyn Kelly has weighed in on Meghan Markle's failed plan to bag a billionaire as her marriage to Prince Harry becomes more unhappy by the day.
She will find a way to bounce past him to some other taker who might actually just love the guy. She will take her royal kids, who can still go by prince and princess, and find the billionaire.
Meghan Markle is always attempting to, shall we say, build relationships with very, very, very rich men.
Less than 24 hours ago, quiet chatter exploded into non-stop buzz. Meghan Markle was seen dining with a wealthy Dubai power player, while Prince Harry was reportedly watching his royal standing slip further out of reach.
That Meghan Markle really did expect Harry to be a billionaire when she met him. She was incredibly disappointed to find out he's only worth a couple million, and she's gonna have to actually work and hawk these jams and jellies and dog biscuits to have the lifestyle that she wants.
And we're really expected to believe this was just a casual meetup. Let's be real, this wasn't random. The timing feels way too...
Harry just can't give her anything else anymore. He served his purpose. His purpose is over, and they're no longer aligned in purpose. So for her, it's time to move on.
Precise. Meghan isn't just stepping out. She's stepping beyond.
She's already gotten the benefit of her bargain with Harry because she got the title. That's what she wanted. She wanted to be world famous. She wanted the title. You remember when Harry was single, he was the elephant. He was the one, the most eligible bachelor on earth. You could be a royal, you could become world famous overnight. You could live in a castle. You could have access to the crown jewels. You would be a princess. My God, yes, he could have had his pick.
No hiding, no playing small, just bold energy in plain sight. As Harry drifts further from the spotlight with past drama and stalled projects trailing him, Meghan looks focused on a fresh direction. One thing's obvious. She never makes a move without intent. Every perfectly timed...
I mean, she flirts openly with other men. I remember when she was at that tennis match, looked like she was flirting with Serena Williams' husband, like with her skirt and just how she just looks at men. Harry, it doesn't matter.
Appearance, every polished smile, every random photo that somehow lands everywhere. It's all mapped out. Nothing slips by accident. So when Meghan was suddenly spotted dining with a billionaire, the kind of guy who actually lives the ultra-luxury lifestyle she once thought royalty promised, that wasn't chance. That was messaging. That wasn't just dinner.
But this woman is nothing but a publicity whore. It's a term of art. We broke the news that she had Prince Harry on her vision board when she was younger. That was her goal, #goal, to marry Prince Harry. So it was all about getting the title. She's done that now. Now she's just stuck with this depressed ginger who has absolutely no family, no friends, and no money. This was not part of the plan.
It was a headline move. Meghan was clearly reclaiming the storyline loud and clear. Meanwhile, Harry is reportedly staying low in Montecito, watching from the sidelines, and wondering how he became the background character in his own royal saga. The irony hits hard. Meghan once said she had no idea how royal life worked, yet now seems surprised that titles don't come with unlimited perks. No private jets, no endless vaults.
Royal family, you should be so thankful this woman wanted to leave because she's not going to bring any good to the branding of Royetto. And that's what it is. This is just bad.
No fantasy finish. And when the palace didn't deliver the glow-up she expected, she shifted gears fast and chased a bigger play. Now Harry is quietly disappearing from royal records, even removed from official pages like an afterthought nobody wants to claim. Meanwhile, Meghan is out here thriving in full solo brand mode. No public allegiance, no emotional display, just sleek rebranding and very visible dinners with powerful billionaires. That doesn't look accidental at all. This feels like groundwork for a smooth, low-noise exit. But don't relax just yet. Meghan might be riding a PR wave right now, but public opinion has a long memory, and headlines have a way of circling back with details attached. Behind the scenes, the shine is slipping. Major partnerships look shaky. The royal link is losing impact, and the relationship...
Because these billionaires can sense one thing. When you're not looking for a partner, you're looking for a solution. And that's obviously the lane that Meghan Markle's in now. She doesn't make really her own money. This whole Netflix thing is just a ruse. We all know this is made up just to give her something to do. Her miraculous renewal for her second season, which was already shot in full by the time the first season was done, meaning they just made some extra episodes and decided to roll out a fake second season as a PR plan, hasn't fooled anybody.
Narrative is getting real quiet. Enter the so-called trial separation. Not officially over, but nowhere near solid. That's not unity, that's pause mode. If you've glanced at royal coverage lately, you've seen it. Whispers turned into non-stop chatter online. Big outlets are suddenly in sync, all hinting at distance, space, and separate paths. Let's be honest, that's PR language for trouble already in motion. And now it's not just the house, the brand, the image, the entire Sussex operation is taking visible hits. Spotify already stepped away, and Netflix is clearly watching from a distance.
Netflix will, allow their relationship with Prince Harry to expire, but they are holding on tightly to Meghan to work with Meghan in hopes that if there is a divorce, they would get the exclusive and pounce on that access to Meghan because they know that that's the next big thing that would sell.
Weighing its next move, the energy has shifted and everyone can feel it. So Meghan pivots again, this time into Jam. Yes, Jam, a lifestyle rollout that's getting side eyes online and traction that's not exactly booming. The rebrand feels rushed, loud, and way off script. Meanwhile, Harry is holding tight.
Trick that people do with pineapple, instead of just cutting it to make the perfect little bite, you follow the wedge. When nature has given you all the cues on how to have a perfect taste of something.
Oh, how fun is that? I love it.
To the Invictus Games like it's the last solid piece of who he is. And honestly, that part still tracks. But here's the part that stings. This so-called trial separation isn't quiet at all. No statements, no confirmations, yet everyone senses the distance. Royal watchers are clocking the pattern fast. Meghan is the one asking for space, popping up camera ready and smiling.
This woman is being paid millions of dollars to show how to cut into a pineapple.
Harry, though, he's barely visible, looking like he's replaying every move in real time. A duke with no clear lane, no firm footing, and way too many questions. And the answers aren't looking easy. And let's stop pretending. This idea that the so-called trial separation is just a professional pause.
Oh my God. Who the hell is sated by one tiny little bite of pineapple?
Please, if this were really about solo projects, where's Meghan every time Harry catches heat online? Where's the public backup, the united front, the joint message? Exactly. Nowhere. Because this isn't a partnership anymore. It's a brand.
Are you taking cooking advice from Meghan Markle in the kitchen?
No, I wouldn't take any of the advice on her show.
Quietly breaking apart. This isn't love on pause, it's a business losing direction. Meghan looks fully checked out emotionally, already moving into phase 1 of her solo rollout. Clean image, tight control, and very convenient proximity to billionaire circles. Harry, meanwhile, seems late to the memo, still trying to understand how a fairy tale turned into a footnote. One moment he was the prince who walked away for love. Now he's watching that love turn into headlines he can't steer. And here's the wild part. Royal insiders suggest Meghan didn't just fall for the rebel prince image. She allegedly expected a billionaire-level lifestyle. Champagne on tap, unlimited perks, the full fantasy. Turns out, crowns.
He's there, that she's still married. I mean, this woman's going to keep trying to get elevated with the next man because that's what she wants. Because, Harry at this point doesn't even have enough money for her. And so she needs to find a man that's going to really give her what she wants financially.
Don't work like credit cards. A castle stamped with her initials, tiaras stacked like trophies. That was the dream. Instead, she ended up with a prince reportedly worth around £20 million, living in a modest royal cottage tucked behind palace walls. Welcome to the reality check nobody warned her about. Let's break it down. According to palace-linked commentary, Meghan was genuinely stunned to learn Harry wasn't a walking symbol of endless wealth and power. She expected grand halls and full staff, not a small, simply furnished cottage with basic arrangements. The contrast hit hard. What she imagined as Versailles reportedly felt more like a short-term stay with cameras and rules.
Meghan is living a life that she's winning and she's doing all these great things, but the reality is not that. The reality is she's a joke. It's embarrassing at this point. It's like, oh my gosh, for real, Meghan, you did that? You're gonna keep doing this? I mean, wow.
And once it clicked that Harry wasn't sitting on unlimited resources, insiders say frustration started bubbling fast. The narrative shifted quickly. It wasn't just about finances, it was about status. Harry wasn't the future face of the crown. just part of the system. And here's the twist. Some say Harry didn't even see it that way until Meghan highlighted it. From that moment, the storyline changed. And make no mistake, Meghan knows exactly how to work a room, own a spotlight, and drive a headline. So yeah, it's not hard to see how she stepped into royal life expecting full power mode, private jets, endless perks, luxury on repeat. Instead, she got a duke carrying deep family baggage, a lifetime under pressure, and just enough funds to lock down a Montecito mortgage. Not exactly the glow-up she pictured. And once that illusion cracked, the real story kicked off. No fairy tale, fine. Build a new one. Meghan doesn't do economy. Not in travel, not in emotion.
To be honest, we know Harry is not the smartest tool in the shed. He's just like, yeah, of course I'm meeting up with X because we need to talk business. We need money. We've got this lifestyle. We need these private jets, etc., etc., etc.
Now the billionaire orbit is tightening. The branding is shifting fast, and the exit plan feels halfway written. Harry, meanwhile, is starting to realize he might have been the glass slipper, and she's already browsing for another fit. Now let's talk about the blinking. That viral clip where Meghan gets asked if she sees herself married forever. That wasn't an answer. That was a moment. She technically said yes, but her face told a totally different story. Multiple blinks, a delayed smile, zero conviction. It looked like a system glitch mid-update. That wasn't reassurance. That was a quiet emotional checkout. You didn't need experts to catch it. Anyone with eyes could feel the tension. That moment wasn't romance. It was pure PR discomfort. Basically, it felt like watching someone search how to fake enthusiasm during a soft breakup. That moment didn't whisper forever. It screamed obligation. And here's the wild part. That clip resurfaced the exact same week the billionaire dinner chatter blew up. Coincidence? Or just another perfectly timed plot twist in Meghan's ongoing rebrand?
Meghan ruined Harry. Now that the once carefree, fun-loving prince has turned into a miserable moaner, lashing out from the depths of his paranoia at a world he thinks is conspiring against.
Because let's be honest, this rollout feels more choreographed than any lifestyle tutorial she's done. And the blinking wasn't a one-time slip. Her recent interviews feel colder, more distant. No warm stories, no shared memories, just vague talk about healing, growth, and reinvention. Translation: she's setting up life after Harry without saying it out loud. Meanwhile, Harry's still showing up for causes, loyal, hopeful, wearing the Sussex name with pride. But the brand has already shifted. Meghan has quietly stepped away, polished the image, and scanned the room for her next move. That blink wasn't nerves. It was the drum roll before reality hit. Meghan isn't playing house anymore. She's playing chess. Every pause, every shrug, every carefully chosen word moves her closer to checkmate. Harry, though, he's still playing a different game and doesn't realize the board's already changed. Let's be clear. This isn't confusion, it's calculation. While Harry's been out here emotionally spiraling,
The poll reveals that the declining arc of Harry's popularity has accelerated into a high-speed plummet.
clinging to the spare label like a comfort blanket and hoping the public applauds his pain projects, Meghan has been running a quiet masterclass in detachment. No statements, no defenses, no staged unity shots or sunset photos pretending everything's fine. Just silence. Sharp, intentional silence. And it's louder than any press release. Because when Meghan goes quiet, she's not retreating. She's setting the stage. And look closely. Her brand has already shifted. Harry's been slowly edited out, like outdated design getting removed from a logo. No shared identity, no joint image. Just her name, her face, her rollout. This isn't a pivot, it's a precision move wrapped in luxury branding. Meghan has always been media-trained, camera-ready, and headline-aware. She didn't need royalty to find a spotlight. She needed it to amplify her shine. Now she's polishing her own lane, choosing when to stay silent and when to let stories surface. And those stories, they're not subtle. Suddenly, familiar sources are pushing a new angle. Harry is emotionally heavy, stuck in old battles, and not who she expected. This isn't accidental. This is strategy unfolding in real time. Wait, what? She married the man literally branded as the Spare, the guy who openly shared every royal grievance in a best-selling book. and now she's surprised he's intense? Please, this isn't confusion. It's strategy. The emotional exit always comes before the official one. This is the slow fade from power duo to she tried. Meghan isn't drafting a joint message. She's clearly setting up a solo magazine moment. Sunlit California orchard, barefoot vibes, dog in one hand, jam in the other, talking about healing after a challenging chapter. This isn't heartbreak, it's headline prep. And here's the twist. The public might buy it. The moment she leans into the...
Now they're saying they're not even sure if she's going to make more jam. That thing's already dwindling on the vine. Everything she touches turns to shit. And I think every sort of creative person behind her or deep pocket behind her knows it's an extraordinary risk. She's too toxic to touch.
Peaceful single mom rebrand. Sympathy could roll in fast. Meanwhile, Harry is still defending a love story that already feels quietly archived. This silence isn't romance. It's foreshadowing. Meghan isn't turning a page. She's deep into the next chapter. Harry just hasn't realized the book closed. But here's where it gets messy. The timing, the leaks, the quiet rollout. It's starting to feel too calculated. Hollywood's energy has shifted. The same crowd that once praised the Duchess glow is now side-eyeing from cafe tables, pretending not to notice another carefully staged lifestyle post. Here's the thing about billionaires and Hollywood execs. They don't chase desperation, especially not the soft-focus, candlelit version. And lately that's the vibe Meghan's been giving. Even the quiet leaks from her own circle aren't framing her as misunderstood anymore. They're painting her as overly strategic, not boss energy. More, what's my next move energy. Not confident, tightly scripted, not graceful, reaching. One especially blunt insider reportedly told a TV host that Meghan keeps trying to come off as extremely relatable, but it's not landing. Translation: the routine feels worn out. The charm isn't hitting like it used to, and the doors that once opened at the whisper of Duchess are now closing, politely but firmly. Even wealthy prospects are reportedly backing off. At that level, people read intention fast. And right now, Meghan's image is broadcasting motive loud and clear. That's not luxury appeal. That's tabloid energy. And let's not ignore the moment insiders say change the temperature. That panel with Brooke Shields, where Meghan repeated her childhood dish soap story. Again, this time the room didn't react. Brooke cut in calmly with one cool line about her own childhood achievements. No shade, just contrast. That wasn't hostility, it was a signal. The spell didn't break loudly, it faded in public. She's not being iced out because she's bold. She's being iced out because the performance is showing. The seams are visible. The act feels worn. And in Hollywood, once people spot the strings, they cut them fast. This industry doesn't want another overproduced origin story. They want something real. And Meghan's narrative is visibly fraying. The billionaire circle.
Speaking of the reality show, the cooking show, I saw the same story. She's already tired of selling the jams and jellies. She's like, well, we might restock in 2026. I think there's no demand. I also think she's lazy. I don't think she wants to work. They don't want to work. They want to twerk and sit around and film videos. So I think she should actually run for office because Meghan Markle, you're lazy.
Already scanning elsewhere. Which brings us here, the quiet end of a story that was never really a fairy tale. No paperwork needed to say what's obvious. This marriage feels over in spirit. Meghan has already left. In branding, in energy, in every signal that matters. Harry, though, he's still standing there, heart in one hand, a half-used streaming deal in the other. Wondering when his scene partner exited the set. This isn't just a split, it's a live lesson in what happens when image outruns intention. Meghan entered the royal saga with ambition and a plan, and she exits with global recognition and a fully loaded media resume. The crown wasn't a legacy, it was a launchpad, and now that chapter, archived. That's not heartbreak, that's logistics. Meanwhile, Harry's momentum keeps slowing. No clear role, no strong brand lane, no cheering section. He closed one door and the next one hasn't opened. And that silence, it's getting loud. He's become a man stuck between two worlds, pushed out of one and never fully welcomed into the other. He gave everything to this partnership, his home, his title, his public image. And now the world is watching as that same partnership quietly moves on without him. If you still think this is just a rough patch, think again. This isn't a bump in the road, it's a full PR teardown, a soft launch separation dressed up as independence. Meghan isn't co-piloting anymore. She's already on another flight where the lighting is perfect and the future looks polished. Harry, meanwhile, is still standing at baggage claim waiting for something that's not coming back. The signs were never subtle. The blinks, the shrugs, the headline-friendly dinners, the calculated silence. This wasn't a fairy tale that collapsed. It was a partnership with an expiration date. And now the clock's run out. Meghan's already deep into the next chapter. Harry's still flipping pages, searching for the moment it felt real. That chapter, closed and archived. So now I want to hear from you. Was this the biggest royal hustle of the decade? Or did Harry fall for a story that was never really about him? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into celebrity twists, royal drama, and the stories behind the headlines, like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll see you on the next one.